Hi people and welcome to a workout. As you can see laid out before me, I've got chest expanders. So guess what day it is today? It's chest expander day. And I've got the old bulwarker bag and in there is an isobar. And so I'm going to do chest expander, isobar, yeah. Last time I did chest expander, I did Reg Parks. Oh, should I say Reg Park? Yeah, I did his workout. Today I'm going to do Eugene Sandow's workout, yeah. I say Eugene, it's actually Eugene, yeah, because he was from abroad, wasn't he? So it wasn't Eugene, but I always call him Eugene Sandow, always have done. So in the background you'll see me wader, super strength builder. Now, I've done a few workouts with that now. I've done where you do 3 sets of reps. I've done ones where you just run through the whole sheet, yeah. Now, the one that I find the best is where you run through the whole sheet. I actually think the sheet was designed to be trained that way, not 3 sets of 10 and carry on, you know what I mean? I think it will run through sheet. So I'm going to try that with this. I'm going to run through this sheet, working out. I'm going to start light, couple of springs, run through all sheet, have a breather, and then go a bit heavier, run through all sheet again. And I'm just going to see how that works, because I don't know why, but I just think that these workouts were designed that way. But I might be proven wrong, I don't know. Somebody might have read the book and prove me wrong. So off we go. I'm going to start up front. This is just a warm up, so it's 2 springs. I'm going to have the heels together, feet facing outwards that way, yeah. Tense the old buttock cheeks, tense the abs, yeah. Bend the knees until you feel the glutes and the hamstrings engage. That's how you train legs when you're training this workout, yeah. So, nice, pull the shoulders back and off we go. 1. Nice squeeze of everything. 10. Remember, it's just a warm up, so I'm just getting the muscles ready. Next set, with shoulders still in mind. Get set, pull out. 1. 10. Next arm. Starting to really hurt when you do it straight off a bat like that. I'm literally having about 10 seconds rest between each set, yeah. Front lat raises. Wow. Now, when I first started using the chest expander on this program, I said that it didn't train chest. Yeah, I stand corrected. It does train chest, yeah. And that exercise is a shoulder exercise. Now normally, when you've got weights in your hand, they go up and they come down, don't they, yeah? And you kind of stop them with your arms. With a spring it's different, it pulls your arms down and in. So you actually stop the spring with your chest. So on the way up, it's shoulders and back and traps. On the way down, it's shoulders, back and traps and chest, particularly this part here. And it really, you feel it when you do them, yeah? Right, so this next exercise is the same as the other exercise I've just done, but only it's at the back. Now, there's no way I can do it with expander springs because of my shoulder injury. It just hurts too much. I'm going to use a red band, yeah. So I'm assuming the position, I'm tensing my abs, pulling my shoulders back, engaging, and I'm off. 10. That really pulls your shoulders back into the sockets, yeah, and makes them work. Makes your abs work as well if you tense them. Another difficult exercise for this shoulder is a front shoulder press. So basically it's from there and I have to press it up, yeah, which I find very difficult with the injury at the moment. It pulls my shoulder past its capabilities. Oh, 10. Yeah, that shoulder is very weakened, but that exercise will strengthen it, yeah. It strengthens all your rotator cuffs. It wants to pull the shoulder forward, and the only way you don't allow that shoulder to pull forward while you try to press up is by engaging your rotator cuffs. And I've said it before, these springs really do train your rotator cuffs. So anybody out there that uses weights and that's all they use, yeah, which I did when I was younger, you've got to jump onto springs. They're very, very important. You can train springs and get a decent body, and I'd say not be that injured, yeah, because if you can't do them, you just can't do them, and that's it, yeah. But you can train with weights and get a good body and become injured because you're not doing the fine tuning, which these do. And when I say fine tuning, I mean inside your joints, yeah. These train your inside joints. So, the good shoulder now. I'm gonna set the body, yep. Try and hold this back with this bad shoulder, which is difficult, and off I go. This shoulder does not struggle whatsoever at pushing that up and holding it in place, because there's nothing wrong with it. That looked a little bit more like what it should look like. This next exercise, in the air. That is a lovely movement. That's one of my favourite chest expander movements, yeah. It trains everything. It trains your abs, trains all your legs when you hold them properly, and it trains all your back. You can feel every tiny little muscle in your back and shoulders engage. So this next exercise, it's a shoulder press, but with the expander behind. So, assume the position, get the legs set, the glutes, abs, and off we go. 10. Swap sides. So next exercise, reverse grip to the back and pull your arms to your shoulders, push back out. 1. Next exercise, get set the body, palms facing inwards, above and pull behind the head. 1, 2, 'That really does do the very top of your back, your traps, your neck. It does a little bit of rhomboids and inner back. It's nice. Last exercise, in the front now. One more. Right, so if I move up to 3 springs on Spenby, just is a little bit too heavy. So it's 2 springs on Terry's. It's a little bit lighter than three Spenbys. So back to the first exercise. Felt that, yeah? But remember, you're not pulling with your arms, you're pulling from centre of your back. Makes all the difference. Next exercise, can't do 3 springs, gonna stick with 2. Shoulders are burning now. You get a right good burn right at the top of your back where your traps are, right at the top of your delts as well at back. Front lat raises, 2 springs. 6. Oh. Ooh. The thing that hurts more on that is laying it down in a downwards, not laying it down that way. Yeah, and it kind of works all your shoulders, so you've got to keep your hands going down that way, not let them go down sideways. If they go down sideways, it takes all shoulder out of it. So you're up here, yeah, watch my hands, they're facing down, the palms are facing down. It does all your shoulders. If you let it down that way, it's easier. It doesn't train shoulders. So when you let it down on this exercise, palms down like that, and it brings out shoulders into it. Next exercise, I'm back on band because it's behind. I can't do it for my injury. So off we go, yeah. Struggling with this now. Left shoulder's killing. One more. 10. Ooh. Now, I just done something there that I haven't been able to do for ages since I got injured, and I basically was able to hold that and bring it back over my head. Yeah. So, even though I'm injured, I've nearly got full mobility back with that shoulder. Yeah, but it still does hurt a little bit, so I haven't got it quite right yet. Next exercise, I am going to struggle with this. So, it's down. Six. Yeah, this shoulder, this injury, the rotator cuff isn't strong enough to hold it back in that position and press. If you notice, it's allowing the chain to pull my shoulder forward, and that's just simply injury. It's not strong enough, but I'm going to persist with it because it will get stronger over time. Right, yeah, there's no strength there. And this is what springs show you. I had an injury, it's probably been coming on for years and years and years, and it got really bad last year. And if I'd been using springs at that time, I'd have probably realised that this were weak. And when you've been injured, it just shows you how weak you get, how weak your joints get. Those rotator cuffs don't want to work whatsoever, and that's what's happening. The spring's pulling them forward, and I can't hold it. But if you'd have seen this exercise a few months ago, you wouldn't have seen it, it wasn't existent because I couldn't do it. So things are improving. Next side, this should look a bit better. This arm can hold the spring back no problem. And that is what that exercise should resemble. It should be pulled out there and pulled up there, and then you get the back trained across that way. So we've got 2 springs terries now. Palms facing in. using sandal stance with the legs and the glutes and the quads tense. Then off we go. 10. And that exercise right there is easily the best back exercise I've ever done. Yeah, I've trained heavy lats, I've done chin-ups when I could do chin-ups, I've done rows, yeah, everything. I've done loads of back workouts. That exercise is the best back exercise in the world. Yeah, can't wait till I get strong on that. Now we've got shoulders from the rear. I'm going to go back to 2 spring tennies because this left shoulder isn't strong enough for the other. Right. 10. This next exercise I'm still stuck on 2 springs and it's in there. When you finish on that exercise, try and push your shoulders out of the sockets. Yeah, it really trains those rotator cuffs and strengthens them up. Yeah, this is partly the reason I'm getting better. If not 95% of the reason I'm getting better, and it's these springs. Next exercise, another favourite of mine. Palms in, behind the head this time, pulling down. And I've got the terries. So there's 40 pounds resistance on these springs. Yeah. Ooh. Right, last exercise on the chest expander. So draw the shoulders back and push straight out if I can. 7. 6 or whatever, I've lost count, I'll go from 6. This is a difficult exercise, this, because you're trying not to push that way, and the spin tends to make you want to push that way. You've got to, eventually when I get better, I'll be able to bring my elbows in that way and then push that way properly, yeah? So they're going to the side like that. They don't want to be coming down like this. They want to be coming into the side. Probably with injury I can't do it quite properly yet, but I am getting into that way of thinking, and I am starting to try and get them done properly so they're into the side. But like I say, with the left shoulder injury, they're very difficult. So I've nearly got the exercise right. It's just this injury that's holding me back. Right, moving on to isobo. Right, so I've got my isobo, pulling as hard as I can that way, yeah, and I'm just going to do a bit of movement. I'm still going to have the heels together, the feet pointing outwards, slightly bent and tensed, yep. And I'm going to start setting the shoulders back, yep, and pulling as hard as I can. And then for about 10-15 seconds, however long it takes, I'm going to just move up and down. That way. Get a good stretch that way. Really stretch those lats. Now we're warming up a bit, we can make it a bit more intense. Ooh. Yep, it's harder than it looks, especially what I do with these. I'm not a professional by no means, but what I do with these is I start off soft, and as I warm up I build the momentum, yeah. And you can't see how hard I'm pulling, but by the end I'm pulling really hard, yeah. And the secret is just to keep breathing, don't hold your breath. It's holding your breath is an old weightlifter's problem. We all do it when we used to squatting and benching, but when you're doing workouts like this, yeah, old habits are bad. You have to breathe all the way through. So for this next exercise, I'm going to pull the isobo hard, yeah, but not at first. Get set, and I'm going to do some rotations that way, one, and rotations that way. And as I get into it, warm up, yeah, I'm going to make life harder. Get a stretch on the lats and the biceps, and then really go for it. Up and down. And then you just get an incredible burn, like you can't explain, yeah, it's mad. It creeps up on you, and then you're done, yeah, and that's the isobo. So how I do it, like I've just explained, is I go soft, build momentum, and then really go for it, yeah. And then but once you go in for it, there's about 10 seconds if you're lucky, yeah, of really hard pulling. Next exercise, in front, up and down, chest, mid chest, upper chest, yeah, as well as back. done for that one, yeah. So that got these muscles here, got back, got this inner outer chest, yeah, got there, yeah, where you can feel it, it's getting it, so you have to be in tune. Now we're going to do left bicep, right tricep, squeeze, pull on it, push on it, tricep, bicep, tricep, bicep. Left arm is fighting your right arm. Gonna switch grip there. Problem what I find there is, in that position, the weakness in this shoulder hardly gives this any support. This is so weak, it just gives in. So it's an hard one to do that. Now, pulling the isobo tight and behind the head. So I struggle on this one, I'll be honest with you, because of weakness in this shoulder, but if I don't do it, I ain't going to get strong in that shoulder. So it's that kind of grip, yeah, and you can swap which arm goes underneath. I think it feels awkward for me because of this shoulder, left shoulder, but you grip it like that and up. Squeeze the chest. And then swap so that this is overarm, that's underarm, and try that. Push out. Oh, what you try to do there is rip your chest forward, yeah, so you get that pump. So for the last exercise, I'm just going to do a bit more chest, and I'm going to fight my chest with this arm, and it kind of pumps the chest up. So and then I'm just going to stretch the lats out and then pull over, stretch that one out. Oh, now that's good for that shoulder because it can't do that on its own, so it's been forced across the body. I don't like it, but once upon a time it moved that way, so this is teaching it again, it's got to move that way. So do some pulls. And then just finish off with some movement above. Finish off. Big pull now. I enjoyed that workout, yeah. It's my favourite, yeah, of the week is chest expander and isobar. Absolutely love it, yeah. Body is literally crucified, yeah. These are coming out now. These knots, a little bit more than knots again. Shoulders coming out. Chest is coming out. Look like I'm turning into a bodybuilder again, yeah. And not some weak-kneed kid who's going to get sand kicked in his face. Yeah, I enjoyed that, yeah. Thanks for joining me. Whew. Keep training.